Hello everyone. So this video, I'm bringing this video back to us for two reasons. One, to say that there is a more humane way of doing something, and if you're going to do something for people, don't take away their dignity, don't dehumanize them, don't treat them in a bad manner, especially when Nigerians, when you are sharing something, the way people, you see people jumping, people being treated anyhow. That's one of the reasons why I decided to bring this video out. The other reason why bringing it out, I know there's a lot of mischief. People might decide tomorrow and come and use this to say that, oh, Aisha was sharing money somewhere. No, this is Tunga Madaki Primary Health Care. We were there on the 15th of February 2024. Mr. Peter Obi had given 2 million naira to the primary health care center for them to use in fixing some things in the hospital. And then there were so many people, we decided, okay, let's give something. Not, we didn't have much cash, honestly. We could have done more. But we had to, let's give this small token to the people around that, even if it's water they buy, because they look tired and dehydrated and all of that, to just say let's give out. There wasn't much money, so it's okay, let's just share out whatever it is that we had with us. At one time the call was, okay, should they give it to them today? But you were never sure. You might give somebody the money, they might not share. Like, even if it's small amount, let people just get and do something with it. So it was decided, women, men, children, anyone. So of course, if you even came with your 2 kids or 3 kids, you probably got a bit more. So when the decision, you can see there are quite a number of people around here as standing people. There were quite a number of people, and so the debate was, how do we share this so that there's no crowdiness, there's no stampede or people trying to, anyhow, this thing. So there were quite some, what do I put in, as suggestions from the crowd. People were saying, okay, what needs to be done, what had to be done. And so we listened to the best conversation that was there, and that was when we started. Here I'm just trying to, because the video is quite long, where we're talking, okay, this is me here explaining to them, this is what we need to do. I was telling them, like, look, we women, we are organizers, and so we need to organize ourselves and do the just the needful. Let's not just be sort of like rowdy and sharing. And what was agreed upon was that, let's move to the gate. We will stand near there's a gate there. You see the primary healthcare center here, there's a gate. This was me still explaining to them. So when we move towards the gate, then we start giving them the little token, very small money. We wish we could have done more, and we wish we had more money to have been able to do more. But it was the little we have. We will just say, let's just share, and so that was what we now did. So we stood near the gate. And so while we're standing there at the gate, by the time they give you, you just walk out of the gate little by little. And you just see the process just went on seemingly. And then it was in such a dignified manner, not the one that maybe they'll be throwing people money up to people, people will be falling down, will be grabbing. No, I know what poverty is, and I know we should be give. The fact that I'm poor doesn't mean that you should take away my dignity. Leave me with my dignity also. So this was where we were seeing, deciding on what's the best method to use, still talking. And this is what comes with consultation. So it was like an immediate consultation that was done there, and to say, okay, what needed to be done. And we all agreed this is what needed to be done. And so this is, we were now starting to think, to start, sharing the little money that we say, let's just give them for them to be able to buy something, even if it's water, and just cool their throat, because they just looked tired and all of that. So here I am. So I know one day some people will try to pull out this video and come and try to make it look like, oh, they were buying vote, or they can use any mischief they want to use. This is 15th February 2024. And it was in Tunga Madaki Primary Healthcare Center along Airport Road, Abuja, that we did this. So this was where we started the process. You see, you just pass in front, and then you go through the gate. There were quite a number. You see down there, there were people. Honestly, I was shocked at how fast this whole process went. Initially, I was the only one who was doing the giving, and then there was now suggestion that, oh, let it, so to make it faster, let another person do it. And so you saw the lady who held the park, who had opened it and given me that bundle. She too will now join me to do that. And if you notice, notice we're actually having a moment. For me, honestly, I'm a people's person. That's one of the skills. I'm always so glad that God blessed me with that kind of a skill. And even my mom will always say, I think it was in 2008 when I went for Hajj, that my mom would say to me, oh wow, that I have this capacity to be able to relate with anybody, whether you are one big person, one world leader, or you're one small person in the photo. Nobody is small anyway. I can relate with you. I just feel it started at home. I always say, people, for me, it's all about respect. And no, like this, or like, okay, no, people have to be treated very well. No pushing, no shoving. Let's just do this. This is how we went on it. For me, I always treat everybody with respect. I dignify every human being. Everybody is like myself. It doesn't matter what condition that you have in your life. That's the way I always do the things that I do. And I think, I don't know whether the videos are not catching them, but you see moments where you see here we're smiling, we're laughing. Sometimes we crack joke. I'm giving you, I'm like, I'm a people's person, honestly. I just love that. For me, I'm just grateful for that gift that God has given me. And ironically, I can also be very introverted and just be in my own corner. But when I'm within people, I'm able to, give energy, receive energy, give good vibes all around. People just want to, they are human. Just laugh with them. Just talk. You see the smiles. For me, it was just the smiles that were everything. And we're actually cracking jokes. And I do that a lot when I meet with people. And we suddenly feel at home and like, hey, we are all one. Remove the whatever we think we have, the clothing, the jewelries, the wealth, the cars. At the end of the day, we are just basic human beings. And there's always something, there's one saying, I don't know how it is right now. I hope I've not, whether I can paraphrase it, that people will always remember how you made them feel. So that's very cool. So when people feel at home with you, at ease with you, and just like strangers, you meet one time, you have a connection. It's always so amazing. And so for me, this was, and before you know what's happening, honestly, the crowd had reduced. That long crowd that you were seeing down there, it was just like what? Nah, 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 nah. They were, you can still see the crowd coming. Okay, now they finished with the women, because we're like, oh, women and children first. We started with them. We're giving. I must say here, the money isn't much. Honestly, if we had more, we would have loved to have done, but we didn't have. We didn't even know we were going to give anybody anything. It was just, of course, as usual. Mr. Peter Obi always donates to this thing. He wanted to donate, so we weren't into, but just seeing the people, just the way they were sitting, like, we can't just leave here without even giving, like, even if it's something for water, just take it and and drink it. We wish we could have done more, but unfortunately we couldn't. We were limited by the funds that we had, the cash that we had with us at that time, and we hadn't planned for this. But I can tell you, it's just that smile is just, I mean, in a dignified manner. We can always do this. We don't need to remove the dignity from people when we're giving them something or sharing something or doing something. And I hope more people who will be in a position to share things do this better. Don't be throwing money in the air for people to be scrambling. Will you like to do that? Why would it make you feel good to see people struggling to get something? Just in a very nice, calm manner, we cannot get all of this done, and then people leave, people feel happy, people feel good, people feel that there's that. For me, that dignity is really a big and major part of it. And this is something that we all can learn from this process. For me, honestly, I learned from this process, and I now see that, oh, this thing can be, this is the first time I'm doing something like this, other than in IDP camp, where we had gone in 2015 to give things to people in IDP and all of that. This is the first time that I'm literally holding money and having to share. And I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know this was as simple as this, compared to what I always see on TV, other people doing, where they throw money out, people are scrambling and everything. We can dignify everybody. Thank you so much for it.